Sorry that it took so long to get this video together, but we're gonna go fly the F405 AIO that I put together over the last week or so. Sorry it took so long. I am a college student, so sometimes homework takes priority. I got the drone packed up in the back behind me. All right, let's get out of the car. Get a little bit more room to work here. So I'm out at a local park right by my apartment. Let's try and that a little bit better. Alrighty, so we're out at this local park. Let's see if I can manage to hold the camera far enough away from me for you guys to actually really see something, but I doubt it. Of course, getting all sorts of strange looks from people who are out walking their dog here. I'm sure you're getting a really nice good close-up of my face, so sorry about that. Alrighty, this looks like a pretty good spot to set up. Nice and quiet in here. Should be pretty easy to get rolling. Let's see, how's the brightness in here? Not terrible. Should be a little higher up though. See, I've always kind of liked. Are you on manual focus? No, you're on auto. There we go. I've always kind of liked the look. We're so backlit in here though. Is that what we do? No, it's so bad. Oh. You know, for a photographer, you'd think I'd be better at not getting myself so backlit. Apparently that's not my strong suit though. Am I really gonna have to sit out here? I think I will. Alright, well, I was kind of looking forward to the idea of getting to fly out of that little area back there, but that's alright. Let's straighten that out a little bit. Okay. Camera, focus, great. Cool. Looking good. Let's get that darkened a little bit more. Cool, alright, let me go grab the drone, I'll be right back. Alrighty, got the drone. Of course, I also had forgotten to lock my car, so had to go do that real quick, but alright. Let's get this opened up. I'll bring you over so you can see what I'm working on over here. A little bit better. So, here we've got my box of drone goodies. So, got my goggles. These are the Sky Zone 040s. Purchased these last Christmas and I really like them. They're a lot of fun. Great goggles. Got my controller. Have the Jumper T20. Got this from a friend. Troncat FPV, if you look them up on YouTube. Great videos. I'm good, how are you? Good, enjoying the day? Oh, not at all. Enjoy the rest of your day. Like, it's so nice out. I want to go home. Uh-oh. Alrighty, sorry about that. Had to chat with some locals who were coming over to be friendly and say hi from walking their dog. So, here is what we've got. This is on the TBS Source 1, TBS Source 1 V4 frame, which was actually the first drone that I built, but it broke a long time ago, 2 years ago now. I was flying and had a bit of an accident with it, so wasn't working for a while. But it's working great now, at least supposedly. Let me move the battery strap so you can kind of see what I got going on in there. Let's see, camera, do you want to work with me here or no? I want you to focus right there. Hang on. Let's... Oh, I can't switch around my focus mode. That's sad. It's alright, I'm ADHD as all get out, so unfortunately not unknown to me. So, on the inside of this, I've got the F405 all-in-one board mounted up. I did have to make a adapter plate, as you can see here, in this gray, this is just some gray PLA that I 3D printed, quickly modeled it up. Because like I said in the first video, the all-in-one board is a 25 by 25 mounting, whereas this frame has 30 by 30 and 20 by 20. So I had to find a way to mount this. It is actually designed to be mounted diagonally, and I didn't actually talk about this in the original video, but if you look kind of underneath that front purple plate, you'll see there's a small little white arrow pointing forwards. You'll see that the battery pads are on the opposite side, the opposite corner of where that arrow points. So you want to make sure that you mount it correctly in the direction where the arrow points towards the front of the drone, or do what I did, which is mount it backwards, 180 degrees rotated, so the arrow is pointing to the back. And then when you configure it all in Betaflight, which I'm not going to put a video together on at the moment, but I'm sure you can find tons and tons of other YouTubers who put together videos. In Betaflight, you basically just have to tell the program that the board is mounted 180 degrees rotated around the yaw. Yeah, sorry, I got distracted by some tape on here. Cool. So the other issue that I ran into when I was putting this together, since I rotated the board, I mounted the motors to, basically the back motors are mounted to the front motors, to the front motor pads, and the front motors are mounted to the rear motor pads, which caused an issue in Betaflight, and when I went to go take off the first time, it kind of just did about 8 backflips and then landed on the ground. So, got that fixed. Like I said, I'm not going to make a Betaflight video because I am far from an expert with Betaflight, but maybe at some point, if I can put together some good enough videos and convince you guys that I know what I'm doing, and convince myself that I know what I'm doing, then maybe I can put together a Betaflight video. But for now, we're going to get this up in the air. Now, I do have to apologize. I don't actually have a GoPro mount for this. With the time that I had available to me, I wasn't able to print one. I have a file for it. If you guys don't know, Tim4 on Discord. On Discord, there's a guy named Tim4 who has a whole channel where he's an engineer, and he makes custom mounts, custom GoPro mounts for anyone. Basically, you just tell him what your frame is, what your camera mount is, whether it's a GoPro or a DJI Action or the Ace? The Ace Pro? I don't remember. It's whatever one the... Gone. Words are gone. That's alright. We'll try and keep this moving. So, I have 2 batteries with me. Again, I was kind of low on time today. I actually need to keep an eye on the time because I'm meeting up with someone at 3 o'clock to teach them how to build a drone. So that'll be exciting. But gotta get this video recorded first. So, like I was saying, since I don't have a GoPro mounted to this drone at the moment, you are gonna have to deal with the onboard camera from my goggles. It is an analog drone, so unfortunately it's not gonna be the highest quality of video, but hey, we're here to... Wow. My brain's really bad at doing multiple things at once, apparently. We're here to review the flight controller, not the video system. So, hopefully you can take that with a grain of salt, that the video isn't going to look the best, but that does not play a factor in how the drone flies. Cool, got it all bound up, hopefully. Wait for my radio to get signal. I'm running with an ELRS radio. It was the first radio that I put together, or the first radio system that I put together, so it's the one I have the most experience with. Cool, drone spins up, and let's see if we can put this somewhere where you can actually see the launch, because that would be kind of cool, I think. But then I have to move the camera. Nah, we'll just do this. That's alright. We'll just fly it as is. Alright, let's get this rolling. So first things first, I need to clap sync the drone to the camera. Let's do it right here. Cool. Oh. So sometimes I'm really stupid. I didn't actually have my goggles recording when I did that. Let's try that again. Alright. Goggles are rolling. Drone. No, that was really bad. I'm trying to... I know this looks so stupid. I'm trying to find a spot where there's not too much glare, where the drone can actually get good signal here, or the camera can actually see what I'm doing. Alright, here we go. Cool. That's the one. Alrighty. Let's get this up in the air. Let's see how we fly. Look at the dog walker to make sure we're good. Alrighty. Now, like I mentioned earlier, I did do a takeoff test with this, just to make sure that it actually functions and, you know, works. All right, well, so far we're doing good. We're just kind of doing a little bit of a hover test, a little bit of orbiting. The video transmitter on here isn't the greatest. It works. I believe it's the Flywoo Goku 450. So it only goes up to 450 milliwatt of transmission power, so it's not a ton. And I only have my camera angle at 35 degrees, or at about 20 degrees, sorry. So not the highest camera angle. So we're not going to be flying too quick here. But let's see if I can bring it back over to me. Show you what the drone looks like in the air. Sorry, the video is going to get a little choppy here. Oh, and there's an itch on my neck. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Try and not hit myself. There I am. Alright, let's try some faster flying here, shall we? This is a bit of an older battery, which I'm actually kind of starting to see a little bit of here. Already sagging down to 3.9, even on the full throttle cutout there. These are 4S batteries. These are 4S 1300 milliamp hours. So they're not the smallest batteries. They are fairly big as far as their power reserve, but I'm also kind of starting to warm up a little bit here because I haven't flown in probably 3 weeks or so. It's been a little bit. Let's see if I can split S these trees, shall we? Yeah, there we go. That was pretty clean. I'm happy with that. Let's try it over here again on these pine trees back here. Definitely could use some more camera tilt. Oh yeah, that was a good one. I'm happy with that. You know, I saw this recent invert split S. I want to try. Ooh, that was very bad. So basically, from what I remember seeing, you want to get a bunch of forward momentum and then spin it around. Nah. All right, we're going to say that's not a trick I'm ready to do at the moment, but that's fine. Let's try and check the throttle wobble. There's a little bit of wobble on full throttle punch out, but not too bad. I will say this is flying very smooth, despite what my skills are showing. Can't say that I'm the smoothest of pilots, but it's handling prop wash pretty well too. See if we kind of just do some back and forth here. Try and power loop. Not terrible. I've definitely done worse. And by worse, I mean I've crashed aggressively. Alright, so what I'm learning from this is I definitely need some more camera angle. I'm also going to bring it in here. We're getting down to 3.6 while cruising, so we're going to bring this battery in. I would say overall, I'm pretty impressed with how it flies. Obviously, my video system's not the greatest, but that is not the flight controller's problem. Oh, and once again, the... Ooh, alright, getting a little jumpy there. Once again, this video is not sponsored by SpeedyBee. They're not going to watch the video and comment on anything I say before I post it. They'll see it just the same time that any of you guys see it. Uh-oh. Alright, come on. I know how to land a drone. Prove it. You know what? We're going to call that there. And that was pretty bad landing, but oops. Alrighty, let's stop the goggle recording. Yeah, we got 6.5 minutes of flight time out of that. Now about 5 minutes actually on the drone clock, so a little bit less than 6, but it's alright, I'm still pretty happy with it. Goggles turned off? Great. Okay. And let's unplug the drone. Alright, so once again, here's the drone that we were just flying. Motors, not hot at all. Not that I was doing anything too crazy, but worth pointing out. There's the drone, 5-inch Source 1 TBS Source 1 V4 frame. I have a V5 frame back in my apartment as well. I do prefer the V5 frame, but that's not what this video is about, so I should stay focused. I'm decently happy with how the wiring all came together. I'll try and get some pictures that I'll put on the screen here. I'm decently happy with how the wiring came out. Maybe it's not my best soldering work, but certainly not my worst. I will get a GoPro mount for it, as well as I will increase the camera tilt. Oh yeah, the camera tilt's like, I don't know, 15 degrees? Yeah, that should be a lot higher. And unfortunately, my tool to do that is back at my apartment. I also don't have another battery, so I will not be changing that right now. I'll try and get another flight recorded maybe this weekend? Let's see, how's the weather this weekend? It's a very rambly video, and I'm very sorry about that, but hey, that's what you signed up for. Or didn't sign up for. I mean, you don't know who I am, because I haven't really posted any videos where I do anything, but hey. You live and learn, right? What's this weekend looking like? Kind of cold. 46, 48. I could come out and fly. It's 55 right now. It's about 10 degrees colder. I could do it. That's not too bad. I think 40 is kind of my cutoff of where I'm willing to fly. But I think that's all we got for now. So see you later. Okay, well, in some semblance of good news, I did just figure out how to get a little selfie stick made out of my my camera tripod. So that's nice. It's very wobbly though. It's not exactly the most stable of systems. Yeah, like I said, not exactly the most stable of systems, but that's all right. Works for what we're doing right now. One thing I did want to quickly mention from the last video, as I walk back to my car here, this flight controller is made for up to 6S. It is 3 to 6S battery capable. Really not sure where I got the 4S limit from. I know that the drone I put it on is limited at 4S, as I have 2400 kV motors, which you definitely wouldn't want to put on a 6S battery. A friend of mine actually did that. That drone did not fly. It was just incredibly wobbly and vibraty and all sorts of not fun to fly with, but he did it. We had to troubleshoot that to figure out why it wasn't quite flying right, and I was like, hey, you should try changing out the batteries. He was like, it's a good idea. But yeah, the flight controller is rated for 3 to 4S. Let's try and get a little bit more light in here, shall we? Oh, that's the wrong way. There we go. So it is rated for 3 to 6S. Ooh, hope you're not getting dizzy while I whip the camera around here. I'm so sorry. What else? Thank you all for leaving comments on the last video. It was very helpful. Give me a couple things to think about. I'm going to try and remember to turn the music down on this video a little bit. But yeah, overall, I think this went pretty well. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. I thank you for your patience as I learn this whole doing YouTube thing. I'm always down to record flight videos, and I have a whole bunch of those posted. Feel free to go check out my Road to Cineflight playlist, which has honestly just kind of been a place for me to put my flight videos for my own recording and my own record keeping. But yeah, still learning, still figuring things out, so thank you for your patience. Feel free to throw comments on anything that you think I did wrong or could have done better. I'm always down for criticism. Try to be nice about it, but hey, you know, I get it. All right, bye.